Hello everybody, how's it going today? So right now it's Wednesday, June the 9th, and it's about 11:30 Central Standard Time here in Manitoba, Canada. And thank you very much for joining me. We will be doing a very detailed Bitcoin technical analysis today because we have not done one in a fairly long time. So it's going to be very efficient to get caught up on BTC, especially with these gigantic moves that it's been making, and maybe we'll gain some overall insight on how the alt markets are working as well. So before we get started, I just want to tell you guys that I've got two awesome services, okay? I don't even need to shill my products because they sell themselves, right? So I've got two services. One is the premium Discord group, which is not a signals group. It more so focuses on education. You guys are welcome to visit www.philocone.com and you can see all the information on the premium group and also the trading courses that I offer. The trading course is normally 450 American, and also the premium membership for a year is $420. Together, that's $870. Kind of expensive, right? But for June only, and only June, I will not be taking any more crypto payments after this month for anything, really. So for June only, what I'm doing is I'm offering anybody who signs up for the yearly membership for Discord by crypto, you will also get the course for free as well. So you're paying 350 American dollars and you're getting the yearly Discord and you're getting the course for free as well. That's a pretty kick-ass deal in my opinion. I think a lot of people are incredibly happy with the Discord group. There's absolutely no complaints. The course has been really good to a lot of people, and I do mean it when I say that I've got this fire in me right now where I want to really upgrade that course. Okay, again, I did it before, but my laptop took some flying lessons. It was a bad relationship, a really bad one. Okay, my laptop took some flying lessons and it made it into a river, put it that way. It took some swimming lessons too, but now I'm definitely going to update it again because I'm really unhappy with the old content on there. So definitely get on it, okay guys. Get on the course. It's gonna definitely help you learn from a beginner or even intermediate stage to a much more advanced stage as well. It covers all the fundamentals that anybody new in the market would need to know about. Okay, and the premium Discord group, it really does focus on education to point where I'm talking about my trades before I go in them, during, after, my thoughts on just general coins and responding to people's inquiries. There's tons of things on the Discord group that you guys need to see eventually, right? I've got some amazing sections in here that's finally coming to fruition. I've got the premium swing group that will be focused on more. I've got the general information. Frequently asked questions will be things like, hey, Philocon, I'm new to the market. Are there any tips that you can give to us? Lessons are really good. I'm at lesson number 31 already now. Every day I'm just giving tips here and there. Really good lessons that people can go through. Live trading, it's got probably like 200 trades in here already. I narrate every single trade of mine before, during, and after. I do my analysis for the group as well. And then there's the premium chat group. That's what you're getting for $35 a month. It's pretty lit. So then anyways, get on it guys. Let's get on with this Bitcoin technical analysis getting underway right now, okay? So it's been a pretty long time since I've looked at the market. And I'm genuinely very curious about how this market is trending thus far. So I forgot to say, just look in the description below. My website's below there, and all the information for the links to get my courses, and my premium Discord group is there. I don't really shill my content, if you guys have noticed, right? Because they kind of sell themselves. Okay, so the first thing to always do is to go to a new month or go to the month and just get a general snapshot of what's happening. So right now, what we're seeing is this particular doji candle set the way for a bearish reversal. So the reason why, based off of price action and candlestick analysis, that this particular coin or the candle right here was very bearish in the month of April and in May, right? So the reason why it set the precedent, or it set the going forward, whatever that word is, right? Set going forward that there could have been a bullish May and June coming up. The reason why for this is because during these months, right, all of April, it was basically April, that one, and some of that. Actually, these 1, 2, 3, 4 candles mainly, and a little bit of that one there too. Okay, The reason why these ones are so significant is because what we notice first is this, okay? It's this candle, that one, that one, and that one. We notice that there's like neutrality in this doji type of candle, okay? And then what we notice is that it opens right here, okay? It opens right here. Just look to the left of it though. I'm not going to put my mouse on it because you don't see it, right? So I'm just going to put my mouse to the right a little bit and just use this line like where I'm going up and down. See what I mean? But for this candle. So it opens right here along this line, and then it goes up, and then it goes up right there to the top there. So the bulls ended up pushing it to the top, but the bears reject them, reject them, reject them. That's why there's a wick. Every time the bulls and the bears push or pull each other in the same area that they occupy during the candle, that's how a wick is actually formed. And then the bears end up pushing them all the way down, right? But the bulls push them back up, and then they closed off right there. So this shows that there was a battle with the bulls, and the bulls lost. The bears tried to push them down really hard. But then after that, the bulls ended up defending, causing a wick. So the next candle, we start right there, right? Bulls tried to push up a little bit again. Bears push them all the way back down to over here. That's when you get the wick right there. And then the bulls push them back up, and that's when you open there and you close there. So the next candle, what ends up happening is the bulls open there and they give it a really, really, really good push. Pushes up there a little bit, bears defend them, pushes it down. The next candle, the bulls open right there, right? They open right there. They try to push it up, up, but the bears push them back down, right? And most likely what happened is the bears push them all the way back down over here. And then the bulls push them back up to around here to close with the green candle. But that shows that near the end of the candle, the bears were actually trying really hard to push down. That's why you get this candle that forms for April. This is very significant. This is how you do price action analysis, in my opinion, where we're looking at candles that's going to evaluate on a longer trend the actual momentum that it has, okay? And I teach all of this in my course as well, in much, much more detail, and it's explained very well. So here, see what I mentioned during April? The bulls push them up, but the bears push them back down, down. All the way down to over here, the bears push them down. And then the bulls simply just defended and pushed it back up. That's what we close with the doji. So the significance of this is that at the beginning of the candle, the bulls tried really hard to push it up, but the bears ended up defending, causing a gigantic wick, and it shows that the bears are now starting to attack, and they broke the bulls' defense. That's why the next month later, we ended up getting a very bearishly engulfing type of candle. And that set the precedent for perhaps what might happen this month as well. So that's how we look at it on a monthly. Just by looking at one simple little thing of a candle, we can see how it trends and what kind of information it gives us. And also with the weekly crossover here, with down ticking, histogram, with the crossover for the MACD, it's starting to show as well there, right? And what's really good about this particular week, in my opinion here, is that this week earlier, we were trying to break down far below the $30,000 ranges, right? The 30,000, like 31,000, 32,000, we were trying to break below it. And that happens to also be the weekly 55 exponential moving average. So the EMAs that I use are the 8, 13, 21, 55, and the 200 doesn't show here because there's not enough data. But the 200 is the white one that I normally use. So this white line that I'm showing horizontally right now, that's one that's showing support at the 55 EMA. That's also coinciding with this right here, right? And then after that, you see all these candles are inverted pin bar /doji / hammer dragonfly doji. So if the week can actually finish off like this, we can expect a pretty decent retracement going to the upside there. So the weekly is looking like it's neutralizing out a little bit because of the 55 EMA and also finding support there. So we're finding on the 4-day as well, which ends in 7 hours today, that we're getting very good support. If this candle finishes off on a 4-day, you can expect to see a lot of bulls enter the market. So I personally believe that we're very bullish across the board right now, okay? And I think that this is going to end up cracking to the upside soon. This is very linear, the way that this is going to the downside. And I think that we're going to end up getting a very nice sort of support that's going to end up cracking. That's going to end up holding very hard, and we're going to go to the upside. So notice how this is trying to curve to the upside there. RSI is trying to be good too. Let's see what the 2-day does. So the 2-day shows even more. The 2-day ends up showing that and that. So whenever you get a, I know this is pretty common knowledge to a lot of people, but whenever you get declining price called a lower low, okay, lower lows. So for example, this one here, this point here, and I'm talking about only the body, not the wick, okay? Not the wick. The wicks do not count for RSI, only the body does. So this is what you would call a lower low than that one, right? As people would know. Lower, this is a lower low, right? This one's lower than that one. This one is higher than that one, right? This one's higher than that one, so we call this a higher high. But this one's lower than that one, so we call this a lower high, right? Just getting the terminology down for those that are new. So this is called a lower low, right? Because they're getting lower and lower. This is where that price point is, this is where that price point is, and that's where that price point is. And as you look at this line, this one here is a lower low than that one. And this one is a lower low than both of those, okay? So just beginning to make sure you guys understand that. And then if we look at the price, if we look at the RSI though, we see that this one right here in particular, this yellow one, is a higher low than the white one, right? So if you're getting a higher low on the RSI, but you're getting a lower low on the price, what we call this is called bullish divergence. I know it's very simple to a lot of people, but the people that have just learned what this is, it's probably blowing your mind, right? I remember learning about this when I was first new, and it blew my mind. And what this happens, it's called bullish divergence, and what this means is the bulls are actually gaining steam, and the bears are losing steam. The bulls are gaining strength. The momentum is starting to pick up to the bullish side where it might roll over. It's not guaranteed, but it might. And then you go to the daily and you see it actually cross over already. This one faked out right there. Yesterday faked out because everyone thought that it was going to go to the downside. And then the next candle right there, it ends up getting a higher histogram peak. Fake outs happen all the time. Like this one, you can see a big dip, right? Bet you anything that's going to look like a fake out. That one right there. Definitely, right? Big ass green candle ends up recovering a little bit there. So fake outs happen all the time. That one's for 12%. So these things are really big. You know, like sometimes it can look like it's coming to the downside or momentum is changing, coming down like here, right? This one looks like it's going down, right? There's a big valley in it. But look what happens. The valley ends up just getting recovered, and then now the histogram ends up peaking to the upper side. So right now, we've got definitely bullish momentum. If you look at the lows as well, that's a higher low, that's a higher low, that's a higher low. So there's higher lows all across the board, in my opinion. And especially with the trend lines that I'm drawing, this is just the median, right? It just seems like it's ready to smash. I'm not kidding, like really, really ready to smash. The RSI is getting some resistances here that you can tell that's a bull trap region. So as soon as the RSI breaks out of here on the daily, it's a go time for a lot of bulls entering the market. We're starting to see already that like it's just definitely wanting to go to the upside. Bulls are starting to get very powerful here, in my opinion. You know, there's going to be a lot of different plays to make here soon, right? This is probably, I'm going to go through an Elliott wave one in another video. This one's going to be too detailed already with just the basic analysis that I'm doing. So keep an eye on this particular pattern here, okay, for the breakouts of this channel that's been forming for a while now. So make sure you keep an eye on that. That will be the signal to enter big into a long for myself, okay? And we look at it on a different time frame as well, from the rally of where it originally began in March of 2020. Okay, that's around there. So what we see is we're in between the 618. On the 2-day, we're at the 200 moving average. Isn't that crazy? On the weekly, we're at the 55 moving average. So on the 4-day, we're below everything already. The 3-day, the 2-day, we're at the 200 moving average. That's very significant in my opinion. So I think we're going to at least try to get back into the positive region on the daily instead of death crossing, going back up to the upside. So I'm seeing a lot of signs right now for bullish momentum, right? Tons of it. And I talked about the channel already. This actually ended up rallying very nicely like over 1 day, and like since noon yesterday, Bitcoin rallied from $30,000 to about 37,000, we'll say, and that did 18 and a half, 19% there in 1 day, 16 minutes. So that's a big rally. So in my opinion, there's going to be a lot of coins that are going to follow suit if Bitcoin ends up rallying as well. But keep in mind that we're almost out of resistance, okay? This resistance needs to be cracked in order for us to achieve higher highs. So make sure that you remember that. Do not forget about it. Okay, it could form a channel, but at the same time, you never know. It could actually form a descending type of triangle as well, depending on how you look at it. Okay, so depending on how you look at it, this could very much so look like a descending type of triangle. So be careful on that. But overall consensus is, and more bias, is that we're fairly bullish in my opinion. We're falling down to a very relevant support region. The volume is picking up immensely. The MACD curvatures are looking very real. We're looking like we're bottoming out right now on the RSI that's low in the 30s. And the last thing that you want is to be one of those people that kind of gets this gut feeling that the rally is beginning, that we're more so closer to the end of that bear cycle than we were before, and you got this gut feeling that it might start to rally soon and it might go, and you're not sure when to pull the trigger, so you just don't do anything about it, and then you end up missing that window entirely and you regret it, right? So times like this, I always get that sensation too, where I'm like, I want the timing to be right. So what I do is I actually go into spot. I don't leverage here. And during big dips like this that have happened for 2-3 months now, what I end up doing is just spot and I accumulate, right? And I rally and I go hard. Because I'll do something like this, just as an example, on Bitcoin, right? Let's just say that I hold long term, right? So I just give you guys an example of what I do here. I bet you a lot of you don't know this. So let's just say I buy right now. Okay, I buy right now and I don't care about the price for 3-4 months. Maybe not 3-4, maybe like 2-3-4 weeks, around there, okay? So let's just say I buy right there. I'm gonna get my spreadsheet out even for my long. So let's just do this. So let's just say I buy 1 Bitcoin right now at whatever price it is. I'll move this over a little bit more. 1 Bitcoin at 36,522. So let's just say right now this rallies the whole thing. Okay, rallies the whole thing, and also it goes upwards to, has a potential to go up to, whoops. Has a potential to go up to 42,382. 42,382. Okay, and then now my purchase price is at, we'll just say at 36,522. Okay, 36,522, and I got 1. So if I ended up profiting, and it was, even if I bought it now, and then it ended up, and let's just say it ended up hitting 38.42, of course my stop loss is going to be somewhere like 30,500, right? So I got an RR of something pretty decent. Whoa, hold on. I'd probably, no, not 30,000. I'd probably go a little bit lower. I'd probably say 33,000. So now let's just say that Bitcoin goes a little bit lower, okay? And I'm ready to buy at 2 different price points. So it doesn't, I can either get stopped out, and this is what I actually do because I manage a large amount of Bitcoin, right? So the reason I do this is I have to make sure I manage my XRP, my Ethereum, and my Bitcoin positions, right? And this is something that's very realistic that I would actually do myself. So let's just say the price ends up falling down to 26,722, which is also the golden ratio. And at this golden ratio, right, I'll end up buying another at 32,500. I'll buy 1 more. And then let's just say I'm playing 5 total. And I'll buy 3 more near 26,500 if it goes lower. So now all of a sudden my base price here, my base price here is 26,705. You guys see that? I'm just gonna move this up here. It's a little bit easier for me. So now the base price is 29,705. 29,705 or 4, whatever. And then I now have 5 coins, right? And then if I adjust, for example, my Fibonacci retracement to where it would go down to over here, now my target is somewhere around, it's a little bit different. It's like 41, it's now 41 like 170 or something like that, right? So now it's 41 170, we'll just say that. So then if I take my stop loss around 24,000, which is slightly below the golden ratio, right? And if I target pretty much the 382 conservative Fibonacci retracement there, my risk to reward is actually 2 to 1, which is phenomenal. So yes, I'm playing a very large position size, but this is actually what I do quite often to manage my positions long term. I do not mind risking what, and then we're so close to the bottom already. It's also the golden ratio. There's a high probability of trades like this happening, right? It's not always about just the percentage, right, that you're losing. It's also about the R units that you assign as well. And for the very long-term holds, I don't mind just buying on dips and dollar cost averaging and waiting it out because I'm incredibly bullish on Bitcoin to begin with. So I've got a chance to lose about 28,600, but I've got a chance to make twice as much as that at $57,000. So I just wanted to give you guys a basic idea of how I manage my positions long-term for when I'm dealing with large position sizes and over a long period of time. So anyways, just giving you an idea of that. And I teach a lot of this stuff in my course as well if you guys are curious about it, right? Check out the link below. It's got a description, or it's got a link to my website there, and you can get information on my course and also on the premium Discord group as well. And just to let everybody know that this is the final month that I'm going to have this deal. It's a very good summer deal to be curious about, especially if you're getting serious about trading as well. And the way that I guess conduct myself, the way I speak, that's in a clear and concise way, it tends to get information to people quickly and they just understand it. I don't know, just something about the way that I present myself, I guess. And I guess my dad was a teacher, so, you know, maybe it's in the family, right? So right now we're doing that deal for the yearly Discord and also for the trading course as well, which is normally about $800 plus. I'm doing it for about $350 by crypto, and then you will get both the course and the yearly premium Discord group. So anyways, I had a lot of fun talking to you guys about today. I just want to summarize my general thoughts, and my general thoughts would have to be that I am fairly bullish on Bitcoin short term right now. I think there's going to be a bounce coming up because of the weekly 55 EMA that's showing lots of steady support right here. See this 55 weekly EMA, and I think we're going to get some sort of reaction to the upside just for a little bit, if not for a few days, then for maybe a week or two. And also keep in mind this particular resistance that we see forming as well here, okay, and the break. And a really good entry for me would be a break above this particular trend line resistance there that I would probably enter on an altcoin, of course. So anyways, thank you very much for joining me today. I had a pleasure making this technical analysis video for you. I hope that my general bias has been conveyed in a very clear and effective manner, and I hope to see a lot of you folks sign up for my Discord group and also to see you in the trading course as well. Have a great day. Let's start trading now that this Bitcoin technical analysis video is done. Woo! Let's get on with it. Let's get this crypto money, guys. Let's get it. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. You deserve the best. Take care now.